Entering the 2009-2010 golf season, 11th-year head coach Eric Hoos was sure of two things. One, he had one of the nation's top golfers in senior Espen Kofstad. And two, the rest of his young squad was a complete mystery. Unfortunately, DU was unable to solve that mystery before year's end.
It actually turned out tougher than I thought. Obviously, when we went to the Air Force Academy and played as poorly as we did, we restructured practices, and the guys improved. If you look back, we improved every tournament going into the end of the fall season. So we're encouraged by that. Coming back, weather didn't help us. Wasn't the best weather that we've had in Denver, and we'd get going a little bit and then get stalled out again. But it got a lot more difficult than I anticipated.
Like any team sport, depth and experience are critical for success, and the Pioneers just didn't have much of either. After losing 4 seniors to graduation the previous spring, DU spent this year getting their younger players tournament experience. Sophomore Troy Anderson stepped up in a big way, becoming the Pioneers' most consistent golfer behind Espen.
Troy made a big jump coming from his freshman to his sophomore year for us, especially in the fall. If he makes the same kind of jump again, which he's capable of doing, and practices hard and, really learns his own game, what he's capable of doing, he could be a really good player for us.
Of course, this past season was really all about Espen Kofstad. The young man from Norway finished his 4-year career with a bang. Playing as an individual at the NCAA Regionals, Kofstad finished 3rd overall, becoming just the 3rd Pioneer ever to qualify for the national championships.
He's just so driven to perform and to win that, it was more relaxing for him. They didn't have to worry about, trying to pull the other guys up in the tournament and do those kind of things, where he could just focus on himself. There was a tremendous amount of pressure on him to play well, because not being on a team and being an individual in the event, he had to be the highest individual finisher, not on a team. So he played extremely well at Gold Mountain.
Which leads us to the tough question for the coach. Is Espen the best player you've ever had?
James Love, extremely talented. Maybe physical skills a little better, lengthwise and all. But Espen, as far as overall game, as far as chipping, putting, driving, mental aspect of the game, he's probably the best so far.
The Pioneers may have taken their lumps this season, but help is on the way. Along with the return of Troy Anderson and Clinton Krieger, DU will welcome 4 freshmen next year, all capable of playing right away.
And then these are kids that are range rats, if you want to call them. They love to practice and they love to work, and as far as I've seen so far, they like to be coached and mentored and helped along. So, as a coach, the biggest thing that you want is just to have kids with some talent and then listen to you, your coaching, and then you help them progress and go along. I think with these 4 players, they really fit that bill.
If enthusiasm counts for anything, the Pioneers should be just fine. Even after a very tough year, Coach Hoos already looking forward to 2010-2011.
I am. I really want to see what Troy does over the summer. I'd really like to see Clinton get back to how he can play, and then these 4 freshmen coming in, it should be fun.